Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for Rebounding in Yoga, day 32. So let's get started. Depending on what you prefer, you can be either bare feet if you feel stable, grippy socks, or shoes if you prefer. So let's start slow and easy. Keep the feet on the rebounder. Maybe the heels come up just a little bit. You might shake your arms out. Get your energy moving a little bit. Shake off any stress or tension. So actually, let's start with a little bit of stretching and movement first before we start bouncing. You can turn your feet out slightly, have your feet wide. Make sure you feel stable. Take an inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, maybe come into goddess, bending your knees, keeping your knees in line with your toes. If you have your stabilizer bar there, you can hold on to it if you prefer. Again, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, bend your knees. Notice the challenge of being in this position on your rebounder. You have to sort of adjust a little bit to maintain balance. Once more, inhale, coming up. Exhale, we bend the knees. Good. And then come back up. Bring your feet a little bit more in line with your hips or shoulders. And let's start to just do easy bounces. Maybe the heels come up slightly. Always remember, listen to your body, listen to your breath, and find variations that work for you today. Might be different than yesterday or tomorrow. A little bit side to side. Maybe transition to marching. Getting the legs warmed up a little bit here. Getting the arms moving. And then start bouncing again when you're ready. Maybe a little bit more for basic bouncing. Remember, core is engaged. You can always slow it down a little if you need to. Maybe go side to side. Like the twist. Back to basic. You can always keep your feet on the mat and just lift your heels a little bit, or you can get a little air. Just keep it fairly low. And then let's start double wide bounces. This always feels so good to me. Getting the arms moving. Engaging the arms. Back to basic. Twists. Basic. Wide doubles. Wide singles. Option for jumping jacks. Might slow it down a bit. Basic. Wide doubles. Basic. Diagonals. So wide singles and at a diagonal. Basic. Twists. You can keep doing twists or double ski bounces. Back to twists if you were doing the ski bounces. Start to slow it down, side to side, catching your breath if you need to, and then we'll move into those leg curls. Sometimes it's hard to get started on those. Getting your rhythm here. I'm feeling a little bit of slippiness with just my bare feet. I'm going to be extra cautious here. Probably if it gets a little warmer, it would be fine. My feet are a little cold right now. And knee raises. Hand to opposite leg. And then if you have a bar, might hold on to it or just be mindful. Little kicks. Core is active. You don't have to kick high. Sort of kick across slightly. Sometimes that feels a little easier for maintaining balance. Marching. And if your heart rate's not up now, you can keep going with the marching or slow it down. Side to side. Back to basic, just a little more bouncing. Wide doubles. Find your variation. Basic. Twist. Basic. Slow it down. Oh, side to side. Oh, that's going to be it for the bouncing for today, unless you want to keep going. And we're going to transition back onto the rebounder mat. So let's come back to the way we started. Widen your feet, knees bent. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, goddess. Notice those legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rebend your knees back to goddess. One more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back to goddess. Nice work. Release. Make your way thoughtfully down onto your mat. Come into table pose and start to flow through a few cat-cows. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, draw your heart forward, tip your tailbone up. Exhale, navel to spine, look to your knees. Couple more. Breathing in and out through your nose. And then tuck your toes, reach your hips up and back for downward dog. Make sure your feet feel stable. Make sure your hands feel secure and stable. Lengthen through your spine. Reach your hips up and back. Sits bones up to the sky. Press into your hands. lengthening through your spine. Exhale, lower your knees down and extend that right leg out to the side. Maybe a little movement forward and back, getting into that inner thigh. Right arm reaches up, little twist to your right. Exhale, lower that hand down. Inhale, twist to your left. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Rebend that right knee. And before we do the other side, let's come into thread the needle. So extend your left arm out and then bring it underneath your right. Come onto your left shoulder, left side of the head, or thread the needle. Any variation with that right hand or arm. Inhale, push back up, and then other side. Extend your left leg out. Left leg extended, a little movement forward and back. Feels so good in the inner thighs and hips. If it doesn't feel good to you, then back off. Do something else. Right hand stays down. Inhale, twist to your left. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Inhale, twist to your right. Lower that right hand down, rebend that left knee. Maybe scoot your knees back a little bit. Extend your right arm and then thread the needle on this side. Come onto your right shoulder, right side of the head. Coming into a nice twist. This can feel really good through the spine and shoulders. Find your variation if you need to. You can do something different. Inhale, come back up. So come back into table and come into another downward facing dog. Make sure you feel stable. You can also do this on a regular mat. Walk your feet towards the wide parts of your rebounder. Holding on, maybe taking your hips back a little bit. Make sure you feel stable here. Wide leg forward fold. You can have your hands a little wider if you need to. Lengthen through your spine. So you're lengthening the crown of your head away from your sacrum. Keep your spine long rather than rounded. And then bring your hands again about shoulder distance apart. Bring your feet back into that downward dog. Lower your knees and come to a seat. So let's come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, heels a little bit away from your hips. Spine is long, hinge from your hips. You can have your hands on your feet or ankles, whatever feels good. Focus on lengthening through your spine, like you're creating space in between all of your vertebrae. That can feel really nice through the spine and back. Inhale, slowly come back up. Straighten your legs out. Bend your right knee and cross it over your left leg. Find your position on your rebounder where it feels comfortable to you. Left leg is active. Right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of that right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, unwind. Straighten that right leg out. Other side. Bend your left knee. Cross it over the right leg. Right leg is active, toes to the sky. Left hand goes behind you for support and right hand to the outer left knee. Lengthen through your spine as you inhale and exhale, twist to your left. And remember, never force your way into any twist. You might think of lifting your heart like there's a hand on your upper back gently supporting you. On your next inhale, unwind, coming back to center. And then transition into table again. Widen your knees. Sit your hips back and come into child's pose. You might support your head with your hands, or you might have your arms out and have your head to the mat. Hips going back towards your heels. They may or may not touch. Just make sure your head is supported. You can also stack your hands. Breathe here. And then slowly bring yourself up to a seat. You might close your eyes and just pause for a brief meditation, maybe paying attention to your breath. If you prefer, you can lay down on your mat, on your rebounder or a regular mat, and just take a mini shavasana. Let your body assimilate your practice, staying present and aware, watching your breath. Observe any sensations. You might observe any sounds. Simply being present and aware. And then maybe bringing one hand and then maybe the other over your heart. Feeling your heart's energy. Appreciating everything your heart and your body does for you. And then bring your hands together in a prayer if you would like, prayer position. And just thanking yourself for this practice. So thank you so much for joining me today for this Rebounding in Yoga Day 32. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Feel free to like this video, share it, and put comments down below. Let me know any of your thoughts, any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you, everyone.